Neosouled Radio. Once again, we are here with L2F AB. L2F, do you want to introduce yourself? Let us know a little bit about you.
Oh, hello. My name's Ashanti Birdlong, aka L2F AB, aka Mr. Kaido, aka I make music and get me soda. But shoot, man, yeah, that's me basically. Astronomical being of light.
Okay. And you are a aspiring musician, rapper, singer, vocalist. I was checking out your music. I mean, I've been listening to your music for years, but I haven't been on SoundCloud in a minute, honestly. And so just jumping back into your stuff, I can definitely see that your music has gotten more melodic than I remember. Like
Oh
you're
yeah,
singing a lot more. I like it though.
yeah. I really don't know what I want to do in music, like if I want to be a full-time singer or a full-time rapper, but I love mixing the two.
Mm-hmm.
And because I don't really work with anybody, I have to do it by myself. So,
Oh, I feel you. You know, there's no need to categorize yourself or put yourself in a box in that way. You know, it can be limiting a lot of times. But when you say that you're doing it all on your own, are you producing by yourself? Obviously, I mean, you're writing your own music, I assume, right?
yeah, I have a producer out there in California. Still stays in Antioch.
Mafioso?
But like, yeah, mafioso. Last album or last project I did was from him. I have more work coming up with him as well. Like, I just have so many unreleased songs. I haven't been making music lately, but once I get to an actual studio and actually record it, like mix and master it and everything, then I'll feel like dropping again.
So you have been making music lately, but you haven't been recording it, is what
Yeah,
you're
I haven't
saying?
been recording it.
Okay. It sounds like the music doesn't really leave you, you know?
No, I don't ever leave. I love it. I love it. That's one thing I said. I'm like I understand why people say that they're married to this because it is like a lifelong commitment. Basically, like you have to be committed to it if you really want it.
I
Mm.
agree. I agree. Who would you say are your biggest artistic influences?
I think I told you Earl Sweatshirt before, right?
Yeah.
Like I'm heavy on Earl. I have a lot. I have a lot. I look up to a lot of people. I feel like a lot of people paved the way to make music sound like the way it is now, basically. I don't really listen to mainstream music like that, like underground artists. Like I like music with substance. Like you put me onto Green Tea Pang, and
Oh,
I
she's
will
hard.
forever be thankful for that because
Of course.
she's crazy, bro. She's
Yeah.
crazy. The song Human alone was just like, oh yeah, bro, like I want to be there. But
Yeah.
I say everybody in hip hop, I look up to them. They all giving me lessons to learn from, basically.
I feel, and when phrasing the question originally, I wanted to ask you which like musicians or rappers, but I know that you draw inspiration not only from music. I know that anime and like art in the sense.
Yeah, anime. Yeah, I take a lot of influence from One Piece, basically. So like, if you, I have unreleased songs right now about like I think like a whole album about One Piece, basically, like and how it pertains to like this history and our government today, basically. Society today reflects on that society that I seen on the screen, basically. And I was just like, dang, there's so much stuff that we don't see in real life,
Mm-hmm.
but that's life. And I guess that's what I learned from. That's what I try to express in my music is the things that we don't see, the unseen, basically. That's
Mm.
why, like, I feel like Lost Soul was basically like a touchy subject because people don't want to be like they're a lost soul. They don't want to claim that they're, come from slave roots, basically, or still in that same situation where you still feel like a slave. Because I've said it before. I'm like, I got the same name that came off the slave ship and the same name that's still working the slave shift. And I'm just like, mm yeah, some things don't change, but I want to be in a position to change the world, basically.
Mm. And you feel like you can do that through your art, through your music,
I feel
just
like
your
I could do a
voice.
portion of it through the music, but nah, the music's not gonna touch you alone. Basically, I need to like my goal right now, my main focus right now is going back to school. I'm trying to be in law, to be honest. I want to be in a position to change laws, basically. Mm.
Hmm. So you want to be like a congressman or like a,
Yeah,
I
yeah,
don't know, like a politician?
yeah. I
I
want
respect it, you know.
to. I knew exactly what the position was called too. I was just like, bro, like I want to be in the same room as the president when he like vetoes laws and like
Mm.
just be like just be there to put my 2 cents in. Like, is this for the good of the people or is this the good of you and your people basically, or you and your country? Is this gonna affect us as a whole, or you feel me? Like it's situations though, but this is the life that I was born into.
Mm. To me, it sounds like you have faith in the system. Like you have faith that it can be changed and
I have faith in the people. I don't have faith in the system. I feel like the system needs to be tore down. And honestly, everybody needs to start anew. Like it's good to unlearn things, like unlearn bad habits and start new good habits, basically. So that's what I feel like we need to do as a people, and the people need to come together as one if we really want to get this shit done. If we really want to see change in our communities.
facts, bro. You know, I respect it. It's truth to power right there. Speaking of systems, you know what I mean? I know that you mentioned that you're an independent artist, and you know, in this day and age, streaming has largely been seen as a way for independent artists to make money off of their music without the need of a label. But there are many reports that are stating that streaming services are actually paying artists less than a penny per stream. I think the number is somewhere between 0.0033% and 0.0054% per stream. So you would have to stream your song more than 3 times to even make a penny. How does this affect you and other artists in your situation? And what do you feel could fix this?
I feel like it affects us too much because for a real artist, we put our heart and our soul in our music, basically. And this is like the product that we are trying to advertise. To say that, we're putting this product out there through these distributing companies or distributing labels, basically, and getting less than a penny back for one play or one stream, basically, is kind of bogus. It's really bogus. But I do understand it because I've been duped like that. I've put like a whole album. I put a whole project out. Like me and Mafioso put a whole project out on through a muse basically. And we didn't even have the project under his name because it was supposed to be like a producer's like, mixtape basically. I'm just like a feature on the mixtape. He made all the beats. I'm rapping over him.
Right.
But when we put it out, it went into somebody else's name instead of his. And
What?
it was like we're trying to like fight for like the rights of the songs and my name basically because my name is on there. And so I'm just like, dude, this is crazy because I don't even know this dude. We didn't even know this dude had even existed until we dropped that whole freaking project and everything.
And this is ongoing or what?
Oh no, it's not ongoing anymore. He fixed it, so now Mafia has all the rights to everything. But we like currently we went with a different distributing company basically because they were paying less, and also I felt like I was just being scammed. It was free. The one I'm using right now is called DistroKid. It's like you pay like $100 for a year, and you get to put out as much as you want. You get to see your freaking revenue coming back. Also, one thing that the Amuse didn't do is for like features. If you want to, give somebody their royalties, you can do that with DistroKid. You could put that person on that track with their royalties, how much they take out from that song, and and it does that shit too. Bank information, all that. Amuse didn't do that at all, and I was just like, how am I supposed to get it out? Whatever.
So you're saying DistroKid is way more, you know, on the behalf of the artist.
I do believe it is, but money wise, I don't I don't know. I don't have that many followers for like thinking that I'm actually gonna be making money off of the music. I'm gonna be patient. You feel me? We'll see if it happens. If it happens, it happens. If it doesn't happen, then oh well. But I really make music for myself. Like it's a term. Like it's a way of like getting all the stress out of my body, basically, like exfoliating, basically. Mm,
No, I feel you on that. Especially in our generation, it can be easy to it can be easy to create art purely for consumption of others, and
yeah,
it can be easy to lose the soul in that aspect because you're just doing it for others reception or for money or for popularity, and that's really not what the purpose of it truly is.
yeah.
So I totally understand you on that. Do you have the desire to be part of a record label? Is that something that you are open to, or
I am open to it, but I have to see the contract at first because I want full creativity over my music and I want to own myself and still be myself and still, do the things that I do on a regular day-to-day basis without being pressured by anybody else. So I still want to be my own boss,
mm,
which in terms like I'll be cool with a distribution deal. Like if they wanted to back me on distributing, my music basically. But as far as like being underneath the label, I've started my own label basically, like through DistroKid basically. So that's
okay.
why I asked everybody on Instagram. I was like, if anybody wants to, join the roster, they can. I just put them on here, and you can go on DistroKid. You can freaking upload your own music through your own profile, but you can still be under my label as well. So it's crazy though. But like at the same time, it's just like I never wanted to really sign to anybody, but at the same time, it's like for money wise purposes, like for the family and everything, I do consider it. You feel me? I don't want to sell out. I don't want to sell my soul. I don't want
Yeah. That's what I was going to ask, because do you fear like losing yourself in that process? Because that seems like what happens to a lot of artists nowadays.
and that's the thing. I feel like I won't lose myself because if I'm myself when I walk in there to begin with, then I'm going to leave with myself as well. And I know myself. I know like what I do like and what I don't like. If I feel like I'm being disrespected in any type of way, there's no need to talk. And yeah, it's just like I don't know. I don't like the bad energy. I can tell if I walk into a room and I feel it. It's just like okay, my guard is up now. So I don't know.
And so, who would you say are your core fans, like your core audience? Who would you say that your music speaks to the most from your experience?
From my experience,
You feel like
guys,
does it connect a lot with young people, older
yeah,
generation? You say guys?
yeah, it connects more with the younger generation. Like the music that I made in the past connects with the younger generation. The music that I'm making now is connecting. Like it's like I'm trying to make this music so like my mom can be proud of it. You feel me? Like I'm trying to make this music
Mm,
like it's something I know that she'll bump to the car all day type shit. And like I'll send her like rough drafts of copies of songs, and she'll tell me which ones she likes and everything. That's why I just went recorded like 3 and put those out. Shoot, I don't really know who I touch. If I touch anyone, that's a blessing. You feel me? If they actually understand and actually like want to hear me basically, and they hear my music, then yeah, they're gonna reach out to me and be like, hey, bro, I like this, but you could do better on this. And I take that
mm-hmm.
creative criticism every time, you feel me? So that's why I feel like that's why I haven't been dropping anything because I do want to go back to the studio and get it like actually mixed and be perfect when I put it out. So there is no
Mm-hmm.
complaints.
I feel,
Just
but
be rolling.
do you ever fear like getting caught up in perfectionism? Is that something that you ever struggle with?
Not really. I like a lot of the songs I've dropped in the past have not been perfected and have not been finished. It was just because like I like the song a lot and I feel like y'all like it. It was just like, I feel like oh, I went off in this song. Look at check the verse. Sometimes I just drop something because I like a line in the song basically, or it resonates with me. I feel like people should hear it because not a lot of people hear it in their day-to-day lives or conversations. So I don't know. I be saying some clever stuff sometimes.
What's like some of your favorite lines off the top of your head?
Snakes on this earth with poison scales if we get reckless. If you get out of line, they'll throw some shells right at your necklace. Niggas hit my line like AB, you still out in Texas? Told him miss progression, but look to the sky as I'm stressing. L2F is what I'm repping. It hold weight now. Y'all be on the bench pressing all day now. How the fuck you move around them fakes now? Snakes in the lake. It ain't safe now. Yeah.
Okay, okay, okay.
Mm-mm.
And so